Hello, it's Astral Lady from Amsterdam, and happy Imbolc. Or Imbolc, I don't know how you say it, but don't you feel that wonderful spring energy in the air? I do. Today is a beautiful day. It's Saturday. It's actually the 1st of February. Today I thought I would actually do something special for Imbolc, because I like the Sabbats, but I kind of don't really celebrate anything like that. It's just nice as a kind of, I don't know, a way to connect to the world around us, a way to connect to nature. So a while ago, I was watching Lisa from Supportive Tarot on YouTube, and she made a video about all the decks, showing all the decks that she wanted to sell or trade. And one of the decks that she was showing has been on my wish list for the longest time. I was super excited to see that. It was the Elemental Tarot. In case you were eyeing that one too, I'm sorry, I got it. But it arrived about a week and a half ago. I have kept it on top of my bookcase so I wouldn't be tempted to open it. I actually really wanted to keep it for, well, opening it on a special day so that it would be special. So I'm going to do that today. Oh, it's just nice purple paper. Put a little card there. Enjoy. Little heart, Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. So sweet. And then there's a thank you. So nice. I did film, edit, and upload a whole video about me doing a depth year in 2020. Now, you're already laughing, but hear me out. I knew it wasn't really a depth year. It was just a kind of a more mindful spending year. Most people did it in 2019. I had the advantage of looking at all of your videos, talking about what it was like to have a depth year, and so also what it is really about. Actually being surrounded by things that really mean a lot to you, basically the essentials. Now, I filmed a video all about that, but it felt too unrelated to tarot, so I deleted it. And I did want to talk about it a little bit in this video because these past few months I have been working mostly with 3 decks. My Trionfi de la Luna Paradoxical by Patrick Valenza, which is a Marseille system. My Centennial Rider-Waite-Smith. My Thoth Greenie by Crowley and Harris. Those are like the 3 main known systems, known decks for tarot, which all have their own personal little thing that I like. Like it's the paradoxical version, it's the Centennial version, it's the Greenie. All of that means something to me and I think is important and makes it special, makes it mine. I am enjoying working with those systems so much that I really do feel that they are a staple, they are essentials in my tarot work. And so I started thinking I own a lot of decks that I don't love. And so they are not essentials. And I think I'm going to get rid of those. I'll show you at the end of this video if you're interested. There are some vintage things, I'll show you. But then I started thinking, all right, so these are for sure my essentials. I have other decks that I like a lot and I like to work with, I like to keep, but those are the main things. And so I'm looking for other essentials to complete that idea that I have about owning the essentials and working with them on a very deep, meaningful level, and not just having a tarot deck because it's cute or because it's new, just on that deep level that I can study because I'm all about that. I don't think I'll ever stop actively learning about tarot. And I have a feeling that the Elemental Tarot is one of those staples, so we'll see. That looks so nice. The Elemental Tarot by Carolyn Smith. Before I open this box, I just want to say, it's of course not really a depth year, but then again it is, so I'm going to explain this. Because this channel is all about tarot, I have decided that this year, in 2020, I'm going to limit myself to a maximum of 4 new tarot decks. And I don't know, I mean it was January and I already ordered this one, but I open it now on Imulk because that makes it a little bit more special in my book. And I'm excited about this. I think it is going to be meaningful. It just feels like that. It feels like a kind of a, I don't know, kind of like a ritual work type thing, type deck. So let's get into it. Yeah, a maximum of 4 decks this year. I don't buy that many decks, I have to say. We'll see if I even get to 4 or if I will just break that idea immediately. This is how it is in the box. So I watch a lot of YouTube channels where people get into the book before getting into the cards. Now, I don't know if you do that if you wouldn't be filming, because honestly, I don't know how you do it. I go straight into the cards, all right? That's nice. There's an extra little tuck box for it. The book, must say, I already watched it a little bit online, looks really interested. If it's good, I will devour it, but I am most interested in the cards, of course, because they are the soul. That is exactly... Okay, so they're not in order. I don't care. These are the backs. Oh, I can see right off the bat they don't have a core, which means they are in daylight. They are see-through. They feel nice. They are actually a little bit smaller than I thought they would be. I really like big cards where you can really see what you're looking at, which is why I love, you know, the big Thoth. These are so beautiful. Okay, so I love this. You see how it is kind of like a shamanistic ritual type deck? This is the 9 of... What is that? Is that water? No. Oh, it's probably just the 9 of the majors. Yeah. So this is the equivalent of the hermit. Makes sense as the shaman. I think, I don't know. Will. Ah, I love that so much. And I love these little words right there. In my weakness, do not forsake me. Do not be afraid of my power. Yes, I mean, I'm going to have to put them in order and really feel every card in its element. This would be the 4 of Earth, right? 4 of Pentacles. There's something that I love so much about this. This would be the Ace of Cups, I believe. Sin? Oh yeah, that would be the goddess or god. 9 of Water. Gaia. I think I will get into the book. Wow, look at that. That's my birth card. Isn't it? Justice is at 11? That's interesting. I wouldn't have thought that with a deck like this. I would have thought it would have the traditional numerology. All right. Doesn't it look majestic? I mean, okay, I have to get into the book. So the book is a nice hardcover, which is always very much appreciated. This is by Carolyn Smith and John Astral, which I believe also did the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, which I have the 2nd edition of. I'm not sure if I need it. I'm not sure if I get it also. To be honest, having astrology as the basis of an oracle deck, I don't know, I just have questions about that. Like, how does that work? Because there's a randomness of shuffling the cards as a tarot deck and then getting a message from astrology. Anyway, and they also did the Moon Oracle, which I don't have. So, let's see. Oh yeah, I like this Fool. Let's find it in the deck. Did you buy this new from Carolyn Smith's website? Because I heard that you can do that. This way, though, was the better option for me. Isn't that a beautiful Fool with a tree and all the elements, including spirit, as leaves coming from the tree, or as fruits, actually? On a tiny island, a carefree youth leans against a great tree. The island symbolizes individuality, safety, and isolation. The tree is life and knowledge. The trunk is the same color as the boy. They are one entity. The boy gazes up into the rich foliage of the tree, whose fruits are symbols of the 5 elements. The branches indicate the infinite choice of opportunities and directions. In the surrounding sea, there are similar islands, each supporting a tree. I love how these straight lines are the sea. I am the unlearned, and they can learn from me. The roots of one's abilities, talents, and potential. Then there's a quote, I have made a decision to start afresh. I am open to new possibilities within myself that I have not as yet explored. I know I want to do something, but I don't know what it is. Oh, I'm going to dive deep into this deck. There's a whole list of keys to the symbols on the cards, so that if you find something you don't realize what it means, you can just find it here. Interesting. Yeah, so there is an astrological spread. They are certainly all about their astrology. I should get into that a little bit. It just hasn't, I don't know, really called to me yet, but we'll see. Wow. Hope. Belief. I am sinless, and the root of all sin derives from me. Look at those sheep in the background. I love this type of artwork. I just love decks that are older or look old-fashioned. When is this deck printed? Like in the 80s? Yeah, 1988. So I've realized in the Kelly Bear tag, that's the top 5 tarot decks, something like that. I actually had a pretty balanced top 5 there, at least in my opinion. I kind of have a feeling I had like an element for every deck. I think my Trionfi de la Luna would be water. I think my Centennial could be air. I have a feeling Polka is fire. And then I have earth for wildwood. And then the Thoth. I don't know it well enough yet. I've been getting the Six of Swords so often lately. And it's so perfect for this time of year, I feel, and also what has happened so far. It's kind of like saying happy Imbolc, congratulations. We have all survived the most boring month of the year, January. Although this year, I must say, it has been quite eventful. My month card in my year of 2020 spread was the Tower. And together with the Six of Swords, yeah, that really made sense. And I feel really good. And that fresh energy actually worked well. It had quite a lot of shock value as well. You know, it's still the Tower, but I think it's good. Yeah, I'll have to put this in order and just go through every card and feel what it means and get a real feel of the deck, because just like this card by card is a little bit all over the place. This video is all over the place as well. I really do feel like I had that balance and that balance in my decks, and I really want to keep it that way. So like sticking to the essentials, I think, is a great idea for me. Also, yeah, just talking a little bit about that depth here. You may notice that my new videos right after I filmed #myDailyDraw on my new laptop have greatly improved in quality, at least I believe, at least visually. That is because right after I got rid of that laptop, that really wasn't for me at all, because the camera was so bad, worse than my old laptop, which I'm working with now. I remembered that I actually own a GoPro camera, which I have been filming on since then. And so I didn't get a new camera, I'm just using what I have. Okay, I will show you the decks that I'm getting rid of. I want to trade them or sell them, I don't know how this works. I just thought I would show you. First deck I have is a little bit of a, I found this vintage Soulcards deck. That's printed by A.G.M. Mueller, and it's Soulcards 1. These are the backs. And they are on thinner but sturdier cardstock. They are matte, which is great. They're all there. I don't know about a booklet for this. There's no booklet, at least. And they are wonderful. Even though the images are beautiful, I just connect more to Soulcards 2, even though that has the glossy, thick, not very sturdy cardstock. I do love some cards. It just doesn't feel like my deck. It feels more like it's meant for someone else. In a sturdy box. If you're interested, just email me. It's below the video. I have this vintage Golden Dawn tarot. This does have the booklet. It does have this card. These are the backs of the cards. Aren't they great? still in mint condition. I'm just not working with these, and I have a feeling this one does increase in value the longer I have it. It's just, it feels kind of silly to keep it just for that. Then I have another vintage one from 1988. This is the Chinese horoscope cards. This is an interesting system, which I don't really get. There's the little book, there's the extra cards. So this is nice. It's in French and in English. Beautiful card stock. There are the seasons, the animals, then there are tastes, mindsets, then there are just parts of the body, elements, weather. Quite an interesting special deck. If you're interested, I'm not working with it. Okay, so this one, I made a whole video about it right in the beginning where I started making videos about how much I loved working with this for clients. And I very much did. It's just that I started using my backup copy of the Centennial Rider-Waite-Smith to do client readings. And that has been working so well for me. It's those nice muted colors. I sanded off the copyright and that's it. They look old, then I have no use for this one anymore. This is Pam's original Our Only Tarot size deck, limited edition. These are the backs, restored by Rial from My Lucky Card. These are borderless, and no card has a number, no card has a title. They are zoomed in a little bit more. A cool deck to have. I just don't use them anymore. There is also an extra Hermit and Wheel of Fortune card. You can choose between the blue Hermit or the purple Hermit, and then you can choose between the light Wheel of Fortune or the dark Wheel of Fortune. Just look at that. It's really cool. But yeah, should go to someone else. Mint condition. Nice box. Oh, they smell like the shop I used to read in. Nice, fresh incense. Okay, I have to speed this up a little bit. This is a 90s Albano-Waite tarot. The box is done, but it has a little booklet. These are the backs. I really love these colors. It's just that it's strange. I just don't pick it up to work with. So I think it should go to someone else. As you know, probably know, the wands are orange. They all have that really nice elemental association, elemental colors. Must say these cards are a little bit blurry. I don't know if the new version is like that as well, but I know that these cards are a little bit more matte than the new version. So if you like that, and this is beautiful cardstock. Yeah, shuffles really nicely. Then, this is so sad because I love Jodorowsky and this is his deck. I just don't use it. I don't. There's the book still in there. The cardstock feels so nice. Hardly used, really. I think it should go to someone who would love this. Next, I have the giant Rider-Waite tarot deck. This is, I believe, a vintage one, because this is the back. Oh, it's really a nice deck, I have to say. There's the booklet, there are the extra cards, and I don't know, I just figured one day I would use this deck to teach with. I'm not sure. This is like the plaid back. Nice condition still. Last deck that I am not using. I think this deck is especially cool, but I just never pick it up. It's sad. So it's supposed to go to a new home. It's the Mystical Tarot. Brand new. These are the backs. Really cool. If you like monster things, mint condition. It's by Los Carabeo. just, I don't pick it up because turns out I'm not really a fan of the Los Scarabeo decks. I know that traditional tarot cards are supposed to be, the length is supposed to be twice the width, so that if you were to fold it, you would have a perfect square. That's symbolism in itself as well. Maybe that's Jodorowsky making up things, but it made sense to me in, you know, the way that you can like read a card directionally. And these decks are definitely a little bit more skinny than, for instance, US Games. I think it's gorgeous. It's great. What else is there to say? It's just not an essential to me. And I have a feeling it could very well be an essential to someone else. This is the only deck, as far as I remember, that I bought on a whim. Because I just felt like buying a deck that day, trying to not do that anymore. I don't really know where my wish list is. I am often drawn to decks, but then I wait on buying them, and in the end I'm just like, well, maybe I don't actually need it. To be honest, the Thoth has been keeping me busy in January, and I'm really happy about that. I do have a strong pull towards that, a really strange deck. It's called the Crow's Magic Tarot, and it's so ugly, actually, but it does have at the same time a shamanistic feel to it, and I am attracted to crows, and that so far is the only deck about crows that would suit me. If you know about another deck with crows, with crow energy, crows in them, then let me know. And of course, same goes for any other deck that I've shown you. Let me know if you're interested and what decks you have up for trade. I'll finish with showing you some of the cards. Of my new deck that I've adopted into my collection of hopefully essentials. So I want to end up by saying thank you to Lisa. I think I'll enjoy this one very much. It really feels like my thing. I think that's it. All right. I wish everyone a great weekend and enjoy your Imbolc or Imolc. I hope February will be as eventful as my January was. Just maybe a little bit more, I don't know, high vibe with the sun and the blue skies that we have right now. I'm really enjoying this. Spring as always. That fresh energy. I'm going to walk my dog right now. And after that, I'll take a look at these cards in order and see you in the next one. Let's see what this is, actually. Oh, a postcard. Okay, that's strange. Fun. Yeah.